The Road Not Taken is the theme of the festival, organised by Winchester's Chesil Theatre. And it's a chance for playwrights to submit their work for consideration. The best will be performed on stage when the theatre in Winchester is able to reopen. Well, David Small is the director of the theatre. David, very good evening to you.
Neil, good evening. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure. Lovely to talk to you. So you've done this before, haven't you, this festival?
Yes, this festival started under a different name back in 2008, and it's something we've done every 2 years. So we're very excited to have relaunched it for next year and to open up for some exciting new writing.
You've already had a number of entries, and they've come from all over the country.
Yes, we decided to keep it in the UK only, but we've had approximately 65 entries to date, and there's still a couple of weeks before the competition closes. So ultimately we'll be showcasing 10 new writers, 10 10-minute shows that have never been produced before, early next year. So it's exciting times, and exciting times for our judges.
And what's the standard been like so far?
Well, the standard, I mean, we are very careful to keep anonymity at this point, but we normally end up with a short list well in excess of 10. Quite often there are 30 plays at the end that we just have to make very difficult decisions. And a lot of it is to make sure it fits with our staging and casting possibilities. But it's just good to see so much raw talent out there, and we're just delighted to be able to showcase them at our theatre.
So the theme is The Road Not Taken. What do the playwrights need to take into consideration before submitting their entry?
We're quite specific that the play must last for no more than 10 minutes, and it must be 1 to 4 actors, and it must be new and unpublished and unperformed. So that's really exciting for people who are looking really to have their first foray.
And you already said that you're hoping to put them onto stage next year. You've had some quite high-profile recognition for this, haven't you?
We're very fortunate. This year we're being supported by Sir Kenneth Branagh, and it really doesn't get much better than that. And previously, Ian McKellen actually came and saw us as well. So these people are very involved in the Little Theatre Guild, which is an umbrella organisation supporting amateur theatre in the UK. So we're delighted to have people of this calibre associated with the venture.
And as a theatre, the Chesils had a reputation for discovering and nurturing new talent over the years.
Yes, I mean, I can remember. I'm not an actor. I'm chairman of the theatre, but I'm purely backstage. Although, if very pressed, I'll be second bollard. But I was on stage 38 years ago with the Theatre Royal, fun enough, in a Chesil production, with somebody who went on to be in a sitcom. So it's amazing. And you look at a lot of professional actors and writers, and a lot of their sort of route to greater things is via amateur theatre. So it's really exciting times for us.
It's been a tough time, particularly for your sector over the last 3 or 4 months. Theatres and concert halls are listed today as the places that can possibly reopen on the 4th of July, although the guidance dictates no live performances, which it's kind of good news, but still not clear, is it?
I think it's difficult. I mean, we're blessed by having a wonderful medieval converted church as our auditorium, but it's quite the seating pitch is quite close, which is wonderful for the experience of live theatre. But we'll take the guidance as to when we can open. But we've been running for over 150 years through 2 world wars, so we're very confident and doing a lot of work in the background. We're looking at broadcasting, so live from the Chesil Theatre. We also do a lot of things like live cabarets via platforms such as Zoom. So it is difficult, and I do feel, particularly for professionals, it must be very worrying times. But we're optimistic, and you know, I guess our starting point is what can we do, and not what we're not able to do. So you know, we're looking forward all the time.
And an initiative like this keeps your name in people's people's minds, doesn't it? And
it's just one of those coincidences that at a time of lockdown, it may be a very good time for writers. We all live busy lives these days, but if we've had a period of confinement, writing and creative writing may be a very good way to work through it. So we're very excited to see what we're sent.
Unlock the creative juices. David, when's the closing date for this project?
Closing date is the 18th of July.
Okay, so we've still got 3-4 weeks to go. Where can people find out more details?
Absolutely. If they want to go to our website, which also tells you a lot about our theatre, which is www.chesiltheatre.org.uk. So chesiltheatre.org.uk. That also shows various videos from previous entrants and a few of us talking about our experiences, because as well as being for the writers, it's also hugely exciting for our actors to be in these plays. And it's a weekend of real camaraderie. So, it's something we're looking forward to immensely.
I bet, and it's going to be a bun fight for the seats as and when you can open the auditorium and get the winning plays onto the stage. David Small, the director of the Chesil Theatre in Winchester. Closing date once again is the 18th of July. If you're a budding playwright and you haven't had your work published yet, chesiltheatre.org.uk is the place to go to find out more details.
BBC Radio Solent. Showcasing